in the marketplace. Now, the handling of your financial affairs can become costly and a frustrating ordeal for your family and heirs. It is likely your assets may not be passed to the desired party, and there's no way for your assets to get to the charities or causes you want them to get to unless some advanced arrangements are made. And that's why estate and gift planning is important. And this month has been set aside to create awareness. And joining me in studio is Peter Kwadwo Asare Nyarko, who is Executive Director of the Center for Financial Literacy Education Africa. Grateful you could join us in the studio to discuss this. I know this month of October, there's a lot of talk about breast cancer, cybersecurity, but it's also Estate and Gift Planning Awareness Month. And so tell us a bit more about what this is and what should Ghanaians know?
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. And let me wish our viewers happy Estate and Gift Planning Awareness Month. Mm-hmm. Estate and gift planning is part of the overall financial planning process. Mm-hmm. You know, as you build wealth, you need to know how you can manage that wealth and how you can transition that wealth. Even the good books, the Bible says that a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. So if you work hard for money and you're able to build wealth, you should put proper structures in place so that you can give out those wealth to your family and friends, okay, and even to charity. That is why we have dedicated the month of October talking about estate and gift planning, helping people to understand what it is, how they can plan their estate and giftings.
Oh, so what should we know, about estate and gift planning?
So estate planning is you sharing your assets to those you want them to have. So estate planning is about putting the legal document in place, making sure those you want to distribute your wealth to are able to access those wealth and they're able to get those wealth. So estate planning, we are talking about you putting your wealth together.
All right. And you talk about legal documents. What are the relevant legal documents that anybody needs to have?
You need a will. Will is one of the key legal documents each and everyone needs to put in place. Mostly when we talk about will, people think you have to be wealthy before you can draft a will. And the moment you mention will, people think you want them to die. If you tell someone to draft a will, they think you want them to die. But the law advises an individual, the moment you hit 18 years of age,
18 years,
you'll be able to put your will together.
Well, that's interesting.
Yes. And we all have assets. Even your mobile phone is an asset. And so you should draft a will to cover your mobile phone. So we are saying that all the assets that you have acquired, one, you should get a will for it. And two, another legal document we can talk about is the power of attorney. Mm-hmm. So if you acquire wealth and let's say something happens, you become sick or incapacitated, you should be able to appoint someone to manage those assets for you. This is where you raise a power of attorney to appoint a trustee or to appoint someone who will guide your children. In case you die today, who will take care of your property, who will take care of your wealth? Mm-hmm. So once you raise a power of attorney, it gives you the opportunity to appoint a trustee, someone who will take care of your children and your properties. And we can also talk about healthcare directive. It will interest you to know that someone has made provision for how his corpse or his bodily remains should be managed. So someone can say, if I die today, my body should go to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology for research. So you should be able to plan in such a way that all your assets goes to the right place where you want your asset to go, so that you don't leave chaos behind.
Well, the thing is that when you die, there's no way you can sort of help the situation when people are fighting over your property. Tell our audience why, some of the stories that you've heard when individuals do not, sort of plan or put together their will and what the resultant effect has been.
Yes, so I will not go far. There is a case regarding one of our ex-footballers. There was a case where he was not able to put a will together or a structure together. Mm-hmm. And when he divorced the wife, there was court issues on those cases. And then we can talk of footballers who acquired so much wealth, but because they did not plan their estate, or because they did not have a will, it became an issue. So we are saying that you should be able to plan, you should be able to structure your properties, you should be able to put them in place, so that if something happens, we all know death is certain, we will all die, but life is not certain. We don't know what will happen tomorrow.
And I also want to touch on charitable giving and how it's supposed to be done.
Sure. So talking about charitable giving, we are saying that we should give back to society. We should give back to the schools we went. So if you went to Legon, you should be able to provide some giftings to Legon. You should be able to give back to Legon. You should invest some money into structures that Legon want to put out. Your schools, your churches, your community. You should be able to create a foundation. You should be able to create a charity in such a way that you can give back part of your wealth to those causes. Most of the times, people die and they have acquired so much, and then it becomes family dispute. So we are saying that you should donate some of these monies to causes in society so that we can help build them.
Is it an expensive thing to do?
Putting a will together, you need to see a lawyer or an attorney. And as I'm sitting here, I'm not a legal person, but I can tell you as a financial planner, it's not that expensive. It will rather be expensive not putting a will together. And so putting a will together shouldn't be something that is expensive.
So there's a whole movement that is trying to create awareness about estate and gift planning. Tell me about what you've been doing this month and what you are intending to do over the coming months to sort of create more awareness about this and get people to do the right thing.
Sure. So we have the Improving Financial Awareness and Financial Literacy movement. This is a movement that significantly seeks to improve financial awareness and financial literacy. So 1, we are creating public awareness. 2, we are educating the general public. 3, we are doing community outreaches. So we are going to the marketplace to engage market women. In April, we went to Medina Market to engage the market women in Medina. And in October, this month, we went to Takoradi Market Circle. So the movement is built around 2 campaign venues, April and October. The whole of April is Financial Literacy Month.
Okay.
It's 6 months later. October is Estate and Gift Planning Awareness Month. We create awareness, we do media campaigns, we do social media campaigns, we do conferences, we do outreaches.
All right. And this is good education, and especially the fact that you don't have to have so much money to put together a will. That's the marketplace, everyone. Thanks for watching. My guest has been Peter Kwadwo Asare, Nyarko, Executive Director of the Center for Financial Literacy Education Africa.